In the earlier section, while we discussed how return keyword works, we wrote this piece of code, and now we have some problem with this code. That is, when I try to sum more than two arguments or two numbers like 15, 7, 9, it gives an error, it throws an error, and I found a way to solve this. This is how we solve this. For this, we'll use a plural argument, that is numbers, and then put an asterisk sign or a star sign before it. This will take a variable number of argument. That is, first let's return numbers here, numbers, and save it. After this, we'll run here. Now what we get is a list of the numbers closed inside a parenthesis. This is exactly not a list, it's a tuple. This is what we call a tuple. List and tuple has only one difference, that is, it cannot be modified. Tuple cannot be modified, but list can be. So we'll discuss what are tuples and list in later course. Now we'll just have a use of it. As tuple is iterable, we can iterate through it. So the sum function will be changed to something like this. We'll define total 0, and then for number in numbers, we'll go through it, total plus equals numbers. This line is exactly equal to total equals to total plus number. So I'll write this line 4 because it is much more clear and understandable. Now we'll work this, and after this we'll return a total after the for loop ends. You can see here I have written this return statement outside the for indent. So let's go with it and clear this output screen first, run the code, and let's see what we get. We get 45 as an output, which is exactly what we want. This is how we work with variable number of argument. You may see in many places we write this as args, and we write this here as args. So you can write anything, it is just a variable naming or parameter naming. So I prefer using a much descriptive name for this argument. So this is all about the variable argument or args. Now see you in the next video with some other fancy argument type.